got some superstar walkers on the call here. We got Bob Kimball, we got Cam Boyce, got a few of you. For those just popping on, whoever utilizes the chat box the most today will win an American Heart Association swag bag. So utilize that chat. Talk with us. Walk with us, talk with us.
But I am wearing some American Heart Association swag right now. If you guys want to take a sneak peek, this could be in your future if you're a superstar walker who raises $1,000 or more. I'm modeling it today, just getting you guys super amped up and hopeful to reach that milestone.
Okay. Everyone, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining us for the 2023 Greater Maryland Heart Walk Coach Kickoff. My name is Rachel. I have my colleagues on here with me, Alexia, Ally, Colleen, Wayne, Katie, who I don't think is on video today, but we're just so excited to start off this year strong with you. So again, welcome to the Heart Walk Coach Kickoff, locally sponsored by the Baltimore Ravens. We're gonna have some fun today. Today's Coach Kickoff theme is coach-spiration. So I'd love to share with you a nice little quote here. Any Ted Lasso fans, pop it in the chat if you are. And it says, if you care about someone and you got a little love in your heart, there ain't nothing you can't get through together. I think this is a really awesome quote when it comes to the Heart Walk. We all have a heart. We all need something to look forward to, and we need to do this together. Let's have a little bit of love in our heart, and let's get really excited for this Heart Walk season. Okay. So coach-spiration, if you have anything you want to add in the chat about what it's like to be a coach or what your goals are this year, like I said, please let us know. I'd now like to pass the torch to our 2023 Greater Maryland Heart Walk Chair, Craig Carmichael, who is the president at Northwest Hospital and senior vice president of LifeBridge Health. Craig, welcome. Feel free to come off mute and introduce yourself.
All right, good morning, everyone. It's great to see so many faces, and I know I can't see the 100 plus that are on the phone here, but so excited. This is the first time that I've done this. I've chaired the event and looking forward to working with all of you in the upcoming weeks and months. First, I want to say thank you for saying yes to raising the awareness and raising funds for heart health. As you know, you're all the leaders of companies and your communities, and we're all called upon to this important community initiative. It's inspiring seeing all of you on the phone here, in person, and all with that shared vision of having a healthier community for all. So all of us, as we join and step into this, we ask the question, what is the why? And for me, it's quite simple. It's twofold. First, it's around from a business standpoint. Many of us are in healthcare, we're healthcare leaders, and our mission and our purpose is to serve our community and promote a heart-healthy lifestyle. But for me, it's also personal. And I go back many years, I won't say how many, but as I was starting my first job, I was 23 years old. I felt like I was on top of the world. And all of a sudden, my health deteriorated within 1 week, and I was hospitalized with Guillain-Barré. I spent 4 weeks in the hospital, 2 of those in the ICU, and was unable to walk. I spent another 4 weeks in rehab, learning how to function, learning how to walk again. And I look back at that time. It was humbling. It was unbelievable. I felt I could conquer the world at that time. But at that time, I made a pledge, and that pledge was towards a more healthy lifestyle. I joined the gym. I started jogging and became more actively managing my health. Well, that was a commitment that I made over 30 years ago, but I'm still passionate about it today. And that's the reason I'm passionate about the Heart Walk. I look forward to supporting all of you around our Maryland and greater Baltimore communities. And I just want to say thank you for all of you and all of you jumping in at this early state as we look forward to October 21st. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to Rachel, and she's going to talk a bit about where the dollars go. Rachel?
Craig, thank you. I appreciate you sharing your personal why. We all have a why. And like I said, we all have a heart. So just appreciate you sharing that personal story. So I'd now like to talk a little bit, everybody, about where the money goes that you're funding. So last fiscal year, the American Heart Association funded just nearly 600 new research projects that totals a little over $135 million. Now, that was just last year. I've been here for 6 years, and just think about the impact we've had together. And for some of you, I saw 4 years, 5 years. Think about the impact we've had together. Here locally in Maryland, this past fiscal year, we funded about $21 million in research at institutions like Johns Hopkins, like University of Maryland, and even Kennedy Krieger. So it's really inspiring to see that a lot of the money that we raise here locally comes back locally. Now, those are really amazing numbers, but I must mention that unfortunately, 2 out of every 3 research projects that the American Heart Association received, worth about $412 million, could not be funded simply because we ran out of money. So it's very important for us to talk about our why and to just go out there and get a few more donations as we are looking to build longer and healthier lives and really just fund our mission. So wanted to just share those research dollar numbers with you. So thank you. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, I registered as a coach. What do I do now? What's next? How do I make my mark? Well, first, I'd like to share with you another small dose of inspiration by special guest, Mr. John Harbaugh from the Baltimore Ravens.
Hello, Heart Walk coaches. This is Coach John Harbaugh from the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm here to thank you for stepping up to be a coach for the 2023 Greater Maryland Heart Walk. Some of you are Heart Walk rookies, right? And some of you are veterans. But we are all here together for one common goal. You see, as coaches, we know you win some and you lose some. But we will not lose the fight against cardiovascular disease and stroke. No way. Let's defend our health and the health of the Baltimore and Greater Maryland community by raising awareness. And let's go on the offensive to raise critical funds to support the American Heart Association. As coaches, your team is looking to you for inspiration. Okay, here are my 4 R's for success in this great event. Number 1, recruit. Recruit your team, your dream team of 10 great walkers. Number 2, rally. Rally your team this summer to get them pumped up for the big day. That's October 21st. Number 3, raise. Let's raise important funds to support the association's mission for a world of longer and healthier lives. And then most importantly, number 4, remember. Remember to have fun. When it comes down to the fight of cardiovascular disease and stroke, we're all on the same team. We will see you at the Greater Maryland Heart Walk, October 21st, at the Maryland State Fairgrounds.
Thank you, John. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling incredibly inspired. I think now is a great time to prompt some chat usage. And I'd love for you guys to write in the chat box the number 1 thing you took away from his message. I know I got a lot out of it. There were the 4 R's. And here's some key things about those in case you need a refresher. As coaches, number 1, recruit your dream team. Who are those 10 plus walkers? Is it your colleagues? Is it your friends, your family, your pets, your children? You name it, Heart Walk is really meant for all. Number 2 is rally. Rally that team. That's what you do as coaches. You inspire them, you connect them. You're the liaison between American Heart Association and your walkers. And don't worry, that's where your AHA staff and resources come in, because we're going to support you every step of the way to get you set for success. Number 3 is raise. We talked about the life-saving funds. We talked about how much impact we've been able to drive, but it's because of you all that we can continue to drive even more impact in Greater Maryland and beyond. So These dollars are meaningful. They help real people right here in Maryland. We all have a heart. We all have some tie to this mission as to why we're involved. And no donation is too small, because we always say at the AHA, you never know which dollar will save a life. And finally, fun. Have fun while doing this. Let's raise our own heart health. Let's honor heart and stroke survivors. Let's make sure that come October 21st, we're coming together and feeling really proud and inspired by everything we've been able to accomplish.
I love those takeaways. Thank you, Alexa. And if anybody is lucky enough to work with Alexa, you get that energy from her 24/7. So thank you, Alexa. Those were great. And I hope you all took something away from Coach John Harbaugh's video there. Now I want everyone to utilize the chat one more time. In one word, what makes a good coach? I'll start. Relentless. We are all relentless. Communication, motivation, supportive, passion, joy, dedication, enthusiasm, fun, more motivation. That's a common theme. Fun, 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 creative, inspire, energetic, someone who's a leader, someone who's a goal setter. These are great. Thank you, everyone, for utilizing this chat right here. I'd now like to introduce one of our Heart Walk coaches and heart survivor, Roxanne, to share her personal why to the mission.
I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me to tell my story. It's been very hard. It's actually taken, this is my 11th year, and it wasn't until 10 years in that I was actually able to read my medical record to see what happened. So my name is Roxanne Pemberton. I work over at, MedStar Harbaugh Hospital. I am a hands-on CPR survivor. This year is my 11th, what I call my survivorversary. I am told that someone up there must really like me because I really shouldn't be here. And yet here I am, and without brain damage. On August 25th of 2012, my morning began like any Saturday. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting in bed, and my then 3- and 5-year-olds were watching cartoons, jumping up and down at the foot of the bed. Then from that point, I remember nothing. I am told that when my husband returned to the room to get the kids for breakfast, he heard what sounded kind of like a snore, kind of gasp sound. He said he looked over at me and my eyes had kind of rolled back. At this time, by the time he got to the side of the bed, I was no longer breathing. He immediately pulled me from the bed, began CPR, made his frantic call to 911. The operator he got that day was, able to encourage him and keep him going while until EMS arrived. Minutes later, the paramedics took over the CPR, but still couldn't get me back. They used the defibrillator and still nothing. I was intubated and rushed to the hospital, which, thank heavens, is literally around the corner from my house. I live right next to Northwest, and they do have a great staff over there. Once in the ED, they were finally able to resuscitate me and move me to ICU, where they began the hypothermic protocol in an effort to reduce the brain damage that may have occurred. I can remember slowly becoming conscious. I could hear all the voices of the people in the room, the different conversations. I could hear who was at the side of my bed. I can remember being in and out of consciousness. I can remember every time I would wake up, I would constantly keep saying, "Where am I? What happened?" And then I would begin to cry. Then I remember waking up in an ambulance, then nothing again. Apparently I was being transferred over to Sinai, where they performed a cardiac catheterization and placed the ICD pacemaker. I can remember being in the OR in Sinai, the people talking, the first time they paced the pacemaker. I even remember the response to that feeling of when they first paced it. The PTSD that this has caused me, my husband, my children, has just been incredible, especially every time the pacemaker goes off. Long story short is that they have found nothing wrong with my heart. I've had genetic testing, several other tests, but still they have not found a reason. I think last year, like I said, was the first time I could actually look at my medical records and really start asking questions about what happened, there's just something about, that having lost control. You lose control, you don't remember, that piece of your life is missing. So for me, my why, and pardon me for being upset, this is the part of the PTSD that it triggers. So for me, my why is not that, I know that I'm not the first person that this has happened to, but with funds that are raised through the American Heart Association and the Heart Walk, there could be more education, research, and to be able to help others like me and their families not have to experience such trauma or worse, unexpected loss. And thank you for listening.
Wow, Roxanne, I am in tears. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You are so strong, and just coming on here and talking about it, it just raises awareness. So we thank you so much. It's an incredible story. So we appreciate you and all that you do for the American Heart Association. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, sorry, I'm a little choked up. So from Roxanne, because that story, it just took me for a second. But I do want to share with you some important dates and what to expect at the Heart Walk. First, we have our rally day, which is to recruit 100% of walkers by August 30th. Next, we have our Move More Challenge starting on September 21st. We could all use some help to keep moving and to stay in touch. Move More Challenge will get you moving while protecting the hearts you love. How it works: download our app. You have 30 days to log your minutes. Let's see if you can reach 150 minutes a week. Any activity you track counts. You can walk, dance, or even vacuum to stay moving. So just make sure to download that app, and we will see you on September 21st for that Move More Challenge. Next, we'll have our Heart Walk Wednesdays. So get a step ahead of your fundraising and physical activity goals through focused actions the 4 weeks leading up to Walk Day. And then we have our week of wellness. Exercise your mind, body, and spirit during the week leading up to your Heart Walk. And then lastly, we have to celebrate on Heart Walk Day. So connect with fellow employees and walkers throughout Maryland on October 21st. We're so excited to see you out there. Now, I want us to utilize the chat box again. So this is our next dose of coach-spiration. So remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong. Do we know what movie this is from? Anyone? Yes, The Sandlot, the best movie of all time. I love how many of you know this. This is amazing. But thank you so much for popping in the chat. I'm going to pass the torch to Alexa so she can discuss our event day.
Okay, guys, I get the pleasure of talking about the final celebration, the big day, the culmination of all of our hard work as coaches, bringing together our communities, our organizations to celebrate the impact that we have driven. So a lot of you are new first timers and a lot of you returning. Let's get to some details so you can save the date and get excited. October 21st at the Maryland State Fairgrounds. That is the day. Mark your calendars, spread it far and wide. The event kicks off at 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We are at the infield, so there is a walk around the track, but additionally, there is a Heart Healthy Village and Festival happening all morning long. So we want you to come early. We want you to stay late. The goal is that there's something for everyone at this event. So yes, there is that walk. And yes, we are celebrating our heart and stroke survivors, but additionally, we're trying to drive a culture of health within your organization and within your day-to-day life. So we want you to experience and take away something that you can maybe incorporate into your life that might make you live healthier that you didn't know about or didn't incorporate before. So some of our favorite stations are the dog jog. I know that excites a lot of people. That's a doggy obstacle course for their heart health. We've got the memorial tree. That's one of my personal favorites for you to memorialize someone that maybe you've lost to heart disease or stroke. It's a very special spot at the walk. We've got chair yoga. That's meant for all levels, meant to be accessible to survivors and anyone at any expertise. And then we've got our survivor area too. Like we said, coaches and survivors are the heart of what we do. And we love to celebrate you in a special way. So survivors, make sure you check that out. We like to make it really special every year, and we're always cooking up something of how can we make it bigger? How can we make it even better? I'm seeing what else I missed. Let's see. Oh, how could I forget? There's two amazing things everyone loves, and it's the Zumba party, and there's our heart healthy cooking demonstrations. So those are post walk. And again, like we said, we want you to come early. We want you to stay late. We want you to enjoy everything we work so hard all year to plan for you guys to make this such a meaningful and special day. But there is much more information to come as we get closer. We are working diligently to make it our biggest and our best event yet. And I actually think I have a question for you guys, because you know we're loving using this chat. What do you want to see at the Heart Walk? It can be anything. Give us ideas. We want to hear from you. You're the reason we do this. Is there an activity? Is there something educational? Is there something that's your favorite that you're like, please bring this back? It wouldn't be Heart Walk without it. We will absolutely take that into consideration as we look to build out an amazing day. And if there's anything you don't want to see, let us know that too, because we want to make this about you guys. You're the heart of what we do. And I already see some ideas coming in from the chat, and I love it. Keep them coming because we take it into consideration, guys. But as we said, more to come on this amazing day of you guys are here nice and early. We have the whole summer to get set for success, and we can't wait to see you in October.
So everyone, thank you so much again for registering for the Heart Walk. If you have not already received the coach planner, you will be getting that from us either in person, or we will be sending this to you digitally. So this is really your one-stop shop for everything you could possibly need to know about the Heart Walk. So how to be a successful coach, where to get started, what are some email templates I can start using, who are going to be my who's going to be my dream team. So there's lots of tools and resources in here on how to get started. And it really is your one-stop shop from now until the Heart Walk. There is also some exclusive coach rewards just for you on this call. So not your walkers. Of course, they have the Walker Reward Center, but last year we unlocked a new coach reward center just for you. So just for registering today, you will receive the 2023 coach jersey, which is a fancy word for a fun t-shirt that has the year 23 on the back, and on the front it says coach and has the Heart Walk logo. So as long as you're registered before July 29th, which happens to be exactly 12 weeks before the Heart Walk, you will receive this coach jersey for free. Just log on and go ahead and redeem it. Now, if your team raises $1,000, you're going to receive this awesome coach visor. $2,500, you get this long sleeve moisture wicking tee. And then of course, $5,000, this cool vest that you can sport at the Heart Walk. So let us know how we can help you. There's something for everyone. There's email templates and text messages that you can send so that your walkers can raise more dollars. Just let us know how we can help. Now I'd like to pass the torch to Ally to talk a little bit about our Heart Walk headquarters.
Yes, thank you, Rachel. So I just believe most of you are registered, but if you aren't, it takes less than 5 minutes. You'll notice there is a new registration experience where you can now slide a thermometer to pick your fundraising goals. Remember, let's recruit 3 people to join your team and rally. Let's start that Facebook fundraiser. Now I'm going to switch over to the Heart Walk headquarters. You can see it up on the screen right over here. So Heart Walk headquarters makes it easy. It allows you to schedule messages, gives access to digital resources, and check our Heart Walk Rewards Center. And then next up is our mobile app. I know most already use the mobile app, but just a little refresher. You can deposit checks, send messages, and track your physical activity and recruit. We found that those who use the mobile app fundraise 3 times more than those who don't. That's huge. Don't forget the physical activity tracker. This is similar to the Move More Challenge. As long as you have your phone, it will track your steps and is another way to get individuals engaged. So I'm going to pass that back to Rachel.
Awesome, guys. We are coming down to the wire. So we didn't want to leave you today without some fundraising ideas because, again, some of you are rookie coaches and you might be thinking, okay, I know where to start on recruitment, but how do I start fundraising? I work for a large organization and I want to try something new. So I'm going to read off a couple of ideas that we've received from you all. We've seen work in your companies or your hospitals. But I'd also like you to pop in the chat, what else are you doing? What did we miss on this list? So I saw food trucks. We all love food truck days where the food trucks donate a portion of the money they raise back to the American Heart Association. I've seen Harbaugh Hospital do a VIP parking spot for a month. We've seen at Carroll Hospital switching roles with a chief operating officer or someone in the C-suite. We've seen paper heart sales. We've seen silent auctions. 100 reasons why. This is a really cool opportunity for us to order you this great banner that talks about 100 reasons why you should give. You can put numbers 1 through 100 in an envelope on your wall. And let's say I pick the number 5. That means I'm going to give your campaign $5. And in that envelope is a reason why I should give. So you sign your name, and this is a really great way to raise $5,000 in no time at all. Vendor campaign or business partner campaigns. Who do you work with on a daily basis that might want to give you a couple $100 towards your campaign? Matching gifts. This is a really great one. And of course, lunch with your partner or your president or chief operating officer so that, you know, they can have some one-on-one time with their leader. What else is working for you guys? Local businesses donating a portion of sales. Anything else that I missed? Okay.
I'll just jump in, Rachel, to say, you know, that's where your directors come in, guys. We are here to help you work smarter, not harder. We take these ideas that you share with us and we spread them far and wide. What's working? What gets people excited? How are people having fun? I think if you need help looking into, hey, could my company provide matching gifts? Let us assist you with that. If you want to figure out about vendor donations and engaging business partners, we have pre-drafted letter templates that you can write to them to ask them for those meaningful donations or to ask them to walk side by side with you come October 21st. The paper hearts are amazing. They're so easy. We send them directly to you, and then you put those up and collect donations in honor of those that maybe you've lost or are survivors. So we're here to help you and make it fun. We just wanted to give you some inspirational ideas, but there's more to come. We're your best resource and your fellow coaches. So be sure to talk to each other and let's have some fun with this and get some people engaged.
Exactly. And like Alexia said, guys, if you need any help, we are your Heart Walk team. So again, my name's Rachel. We had Alexia, Ally speak. If you're wondering who's the mastermind behind all of these slides, that's Colleen. She is always here to help. And many, many of you know Katie Remenap, our VP of Development, who used to sit on the Heart Challenge team. She will be in full support this year. And like we said, registration support, fundraising ideas, recruitment tools. We are your #1 resource. So please utilize us and we'll be happy to help. Okay. Now, if you need one last dose of inspiration to get kickstarted this year, here is our final guest speaker. I would be delighted to introduce Sophia, our CHD survivor and Kids Heart Challenge national advocate, who's here local in Maryland, and her mother, Jen, to talk a little bit about their why.
Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm honored today to share my story with you. Did you know nearly 40,000 children in the US are born with heart defects each year? I am one of those kids. I was born with a congenital heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot with pulmonary atresia. I've had over a dozen heart catheterizations. I had my first heart procedure when I was only 3 days old. Recently, I had my third open heart surgery in April. During this surgery, they were able to patch a small hole in my heart. They reconstructed my pulmonary arteries and placed my conduit to an adult size. The hope is for my next surgery will not be for another 15 to 20 years from now. Thanks in part to the American Heart Association and their research, kids born with heart defects like mine are able to live a long, healthy life. I enjoy playing my violin, spending time with my family, and just being a kid. I was recently selected to be the National Youth Heart Ambassador for the American Heart Association. I'm excited to share my story and to inform others about the importance of heart health.
The American Heart Association holds a very special place in our family's heart. My husband and I found out about Sophia's special heart at our 18-week ultrasound. One of the very first things we did was go to the American Heart Association's website to learn more about congenital heart defects. Here, we were able to gain valuable information on what we can expect with Sophia how heart defects are treated, and more importantly, it was a place to go for support. Sophia is our why. It's been a roller coaster journey, but we are forever grateful for the American Heart Association. This is why we participate in the Maryland Heart Walk each year with Sophia and her twin sister. We love being a part of this very special day with everyone, and we appreciate you for taking the time to participate in such an amazing event that helps my daughter be able to live a happy and very healthy life.
We are grateful for coaches like you and your commitment to keeping hearts healthy. Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you in October.
Sophia, Jen, that was such a great story and so inspiring, and we're all rooting for you. I don't know if you're taking a look at the chat here, but everyone is so inspired by you, so thank you. And I love this picture of you on the racetrack at the Heart Walk last year. So we'll see you again on October 21st at the Maryland State Fairgrounds. All right, everyone, that was our final dose of inspiration. I'd like to thank everybody on the call today for joining in on the fun. I'd like to thank all of our panelists and, of course, the Baltimore Ravens. My team is going to stick around for a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. We'd love to help you, but we're going to send out this video, some additional resources, and the John Harbaugh video. So please, if keep your eyes peeled for those emails. Let us know how we can help, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and summer. Let us know how we can help. Bye, guys.